Habits that changed my life and may potentially change yours. Welcome to my channel. My name is Anastasia, and I don't know about you guys, but usually winter season is the hardest for me. I feel more pressured. Everything is gray outside. I mean, I like snow, but it's just always raining and slakait. I don't know how to say this. I feel like weather truly impacts our mood, so it determines our productivity afterwards. This winter, I have been burned out too much, so I decided to change something about it. And when the nature started to awaken, beginning of the spring, I started to embed some habits into my life, help me overcome some of the challenges that I had at that time, including my final exams. It was the time when I was not only writing my final exams, but also my application for dental hygiene was reviewed. So I want this video to be as much relaxing and thought-provoking, so we could all reflect on our journey so far. Please bear with my English because I feel like it's very good practice for me. So grab a cup of tea or coffee and let's get started. Something really important, and I feel like everybody knows this, but they don't really pay as much attention as they should, or at least I did it. I hated reading until the age 13. My school used to give us a curriculum that we have to read about 20 books a summer, and the genre was not really interesting to me, so it made me hate the books. When I was 13, I discovered, because of my friend, young adult genre, and was really close to my heart. But then again, high school, a lot of exams, and I stopped doing it until this spring, almost the end of my first college year. You know what made me change my mind? Since coming to Canada, I feel like my native language weakened a little bit, and I wasn't able to speak it and utilize it as much as I did before. And I just felt it's not only with my native language, even English. Как они говорят, усеться на два стула одновременно? Basically, yes. While I was trying to improve my English, I started forgetting my native language, and when I started reading a book in my native language, I started to forget English. So this is actually good practice for me, speaking in front of the camera. And another thing is that I wanted to be able to express myself so that everyone would understand me, just so that people will be able to see me as more of a confident individual. And if you know more words, you're able to express yourself deliberately. Another thing is shorts and reels and TikTok, which I actually had to delete because it's been too time consuming. Whenever we're scrolling these 15-second videos, we're not giving our brain enough information to digest, as they say. And for the first about 30 pages, it was really hard. It was really hard to delve back into reading because I was so distracted all the time. Like any noise, any sound, I was not. When people read books, they imagine pictures in their head, but I couldn't. So I started to read about 5 pages a day, and I truly noticed my memory and imagination to improve. Another tip I can give you guys is reading a couple of pages and then try to describe what happened over the last pages. And then you'll notice how limited your vocabulary is actually. People have so many responsibilities throughout the day that they forget about physical activities. Some may have the job that urges them to sit all day, like students do. I sat for a solid 10 hours at the table because I was so focused on achieving high grades. It is most definitely not healthy and not worth it. I noticed that my body, my immune system, overall health started to weaken, and I also started to gain weight, which is my biggest fear. And it was an immediate sign of taking action. So after trying to improve myself internally, I moved on to improve my external self. I started doing yoga. I did a 30-day yoga challenge with Adrian. Yoga actually helped my blood flow. I stretched the muscles, and it was kind of pain that felt satisfying. finally felt that I am alive. These tiny 20 minutes a day were really, really life-changing. You can meditate over these 20 minutes, or I actually started to even question our existence and all of these philosophical questions. It might seem weird, but it is something that new, like you never experienced it before. So I gradually transcended into doing Pilates because I felt like workouts are tougher for me. I felt that my body becomes stronger, and I'm not talking about doing Pilates 2 hours a day. If you're doing a 2-hour workout and then you're not gonna do anything for the whole week and then you're gonna go back to it, I don't think you're gonna see that much results. 10 minutes a day, for example, but you're doing it every day. So consistency for me wins, and I did see the results. However, there is a lot of room to grow and improve, so I'm still working on achieving goals that I've set for myself. The topic that I feel like I will be struggling until the rest of my days. Whenever I studied, I feel like I do not have enough energy to continue after an hour, so I started eating sweets, chocolate to give my brain more energy. It worsened. I couldn't even study for 10 minutes. Sugar is very addictive. It not only worsens your brain, but also your skin, and I still cannot overcome it. I mean, I eat it less than I used to, probably because school has ended. So a tip that I can give you is start your morning with a salty breakfast so that you won't crave sweets for the rest of the day as much as you would if you would start it with a sweet breakfast. I think it's called glucose spikes. Try to find substitutes like berries that also contain glucose, but I know that it doesn't taste the same. But if you start it for at least 5 days, which are the hardest ones, you're gonna see that you do not need it as much as you used to. I also fell in love with matcha. I drank it at Starbucks, but they add so much sugar into it. Well, not necessarily sugar, but things that contain it. Even though I liked it, I know that I have to refrain from it, so I ordered a matcha kit and I started doing it at home. I add a non-lactose milk. You can read all about the benefits of matcha online. Oh, another thing is to look on inspiration online, such as Instagram and Pinterest. People are not lazy, they're trying to look for convenience, so that's why they're buying a lot of frozen foods like pizza to save time. Because what I noticed in Canada and America, people are, I mean not America, US, because Canada is also America. People in Canada and US are working so much time because the prices are very high and they have to afford everything, so they're looking for convenience. You definitely should not be lazy on cooking something tasty and healthy at the same time. Another topic that is very big, I think I need to record another video for it, so I'm gonna go really short about this on this video. To stop thinking that you're not productive as people around you. For example, you studied for a couple of hours yesterday and then today you have time to relax, but then in your head you're thinking, oh, well, you have these hours that you spend just watching TV, but you could do something more productive that will benefit you in the future, but you're not doing it, and then these thoughts are so obtrusive, I don't know. It eats your life. This is something you have to learn how to overcome, and you are allowed to create some wish lists. Look for the clothes that you like, not necessarily buy them right away, just put them into your wish list, go back to them in a month and see if you still like them or not. This is a very good tip. You can really avoid impulsive purchases. The same with skincare, because I know some of the things are very popular online that they influence you to buy it as well, and I had so many K-beauty products that didn't fit my skin type. Heal it with not using anything for a month. It is something that you're allowed to do. You're allowed to give yourself time to relax, and you should appreciate yourself for what you're doing. This section is relatively new for me because I have social anxiety, and I consistently think about other people and their opinion, which stops me from doing what I love and want to do. There are a lot of people who experience this, but I started to change my mindset and telling myself, if I don't do this, I won't know what could have come out of this. Time flies by. In a couple of years, you're gonna look back to this day and just ask yourself why I didn't do it that time. I was still so young. And right now we're thinking that we're not thinking about it. Even if you fail, it will heal faster than it would when you would become 35, because I'm 18 right now. And even if you're 35, so what? You can do it. It's never too late, you know? I've always had a dream to create my small business, knowing all of the challenges that will come with it, but the process of making something that I like brought me so much satisfaction and happiness. I feel proud of myself that I was able to craft something like this. I posted a couple of videos on this channel about me formulating body butters and deodorants. Also, here is my website. If you'd like to support my work, I would really appreciate it. And this concludes my video. These are only a couple of habits that I constantly turn toward. As I already said, this year definitely changed me and my mindset, and I cannot wait to see what it has to offer, because I'm really thankful for everything that happened to me, and I know that anything that kills us makes us stronger, right? I really hope this video inspired you to try at least one habit that I outlined today. Let me know in the comments which section touched something within you. If you kept wondering what is on my hand this whole video, it's a vaccination shot that I got today for my dental hygiene program. So while we're speaking about it, let me know in the comments if you'd like more videos about dental hygiene and what documents you need before starting your program. As I was recording this video, the sun gradually went down and it's so beautiful. Oh my god. The sun is saying goodbye and that it will be back tomorrow. As for me,
not today, maybe tomorrow.
Anyway, I'll see you guys in the new videos. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.